What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Tuesday, episode 416 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Javon, presented by Pickett Sports. If you guys aren't tracking your bets on Pickett Sports, if you're not seeing me lock in Mississippi Valley State plus 420 on the ML on Pickett Sports, you are behind. Okay, figure it out. Grow up in the new year. Download Pickett Sports. Use promo code Javon and start tracking your bets. Okay. How about yesterday? How about a little Monday for the kids?
Mississippi Valley State, legendary Monday call.
Woo! Let's go. Krabs, if you're on the under on John Collins dunks today and it hits, you're the GOATs. Okay, we'll take a look at that for sure. Chat, how about the Delta Devils? Let's go. Sure we can. I cannot believe they pulled it out, Javon. Went perfectly according to script, right? Senior nights, last home game of the season, a.k.a. the last chance for the Delta Devils to pull out a win. And what did they do? I mean, they absolutely held it down on their home floor behind a paywall, so we couldn't watch it. But saw some clips on Twitter, saw it on ESPN last night, W's. Let's go ahead and hop right in and show you guys this W squad ride recap, okay? Love to see it. Baylor, sure. We got to power through this so we can show you guys the Mississippi Valley State content. But W play yesterday, Javon, it was never the Frogs. Frogs are in piss.
I'm not even going to celebrate it. It was just embarrassing. You could feel it coming. You knew it was coming. They never come through in these type of games, especially when there's a little matchup problem. So, yeah, they got absolutely outclassed. And it's the only saving grace that I had units on it.
Outclassed, outgunned, and outmanned as we get a nice little raid coming in from DeGen stream, party of 38 W's. DeGen, hope you're doing well. Good call on the Caps yesterday. That was a great, sharp play. Speaking of sharp plays, take a peep at the sharp reports. Pretty good day yesterday, if I can say so myself. It was never Ottawa, like I was just saying. It was never the over in Edmonton and the Kings. It was always just Edmonton, right, Javon? But everything else looking pretty goddamn sharp. Did Keegan Murray not go more than his points?
No, he did. I think it's just that and the Bruins are supposed to be flipped.
Ooh,
right and wrong there. But still 3-2. So same shit.
So Bruins were cake and Keegan Murray came through. W's. Yeah. That's what I thought. Because we definitely had some prize pick squares, prize pick slips turning green yesterday. Let's fucking go, Javon. Let's show the people the 18 because that shit was air. Unbelievable entry. Unbelievable. Tyler Perry, the game is life. I thought he would have had 40 PRA by the time that thing ended, but West Virginia came back at the end. Crazy, crazy game. Tyler Perry, have a day, kids. W square there, Javon on his PRA. Messi, never in doubt as well. Trent was calling him Messi all on stream last night. That could have been the difference. He soared more than and ended up with 16 points, I believe. And then Keegan Murray, of course, like we were just talking about, did just enough.
Legacy.
I'd love to see that.
No, not just enough, Krabs. That's an early screenshot. You know how many he ended with?
What do you get, 30 piece?
Almost 28.
Ooh, 28 piece. Rumor has it we got some fuzzies, some popcorn on Javon's mic, but
potentials?
Yeah, definitely some popcorn potentials. Maybe try unplugging that puppy and replugging it in.
Turn off the mixer, turn it back on, Javon.
Sure. W's. All right, let's pop back to the Sharp Report, give you guys one more look at what Legacy looks like, I guess you could say. Pretty damn good day, if I could say so myself. We take a 4-1 and 3-2 chart and go about our day. Okay, chats. Javon is getting his mic fixed up here. We'll see if we get some beautiful voices coming over from that sector. Javon.
Potentially.
Oh, he's back, folks.
There we go.
He's back. W's. We got Yeezy Season dropping a resub as well. Love to see that. If you guys missed the morning after this morning, Javon, I think I saw you on there as well.
Yeah.
With Trent. You guys can always go back and rewatch that on the YouTube. Make sure you guys go subscribe and follow us on there. It is free. All right. Show some heart, show some support. We're trying to get to 5K subscribers on YouTube, and we were on the way. Okay. Any other comments, Javon, from yesterday's Sharp Report? Pretty damn good, if I could say so myself.
Gotta give it up for McNeese. Finding a way to respect our coin, of course. System play them as a single-digit dog, but they find a way to win the game. It's just perfect. Works out for everybody.
I mean, what an ending to this puppy. Lamar is up at the very end, looking like they're about to pull off the upset of the fucking decades. And what do you know? McNeese, like they always do, they find a way to win. Okay, bang a 3 there at the end. They pull off, the win on Lamar's home court and absolutely stuff them in a locker. But Lamar Jackson on the spread was free. So that's a win-win right there, if I can say so myself. Javon, your McNeese boys They're like that. They
Yeah.
are.
They're so
They're
good.
like that. Even in those sharp spots, still finding ways to win. Very impressive. Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's go ahead and show you guys the Mississippi Valley State Court Storm because it was electric. Okay. A lot of talk about Court Storm recently. This one doesn't look too dangerous to me. Okay. Shout out the Delta Devils for pulling off their first win of the season. You know, that one hit different. I saw some clips of the commentators borderline crying, saying they're breaking the seal here and finally ripping off a win. Okay. Big time. Shout out the Delta Devils on senior night, getting it done. Okay. Raekwon Brown, have a day, kids. You needed that one. Okay, you can look yourself in a mirror now and have some self-respect and some dignity now that you guys are off the schneid and have a big-time win. So, chat, I hope you guys tailed. I wish I didn't tell you guys all to put 0.4 units or 0.25 units on it, but that's what you do with plus 420 winners. Okay, here's the commentators getting involved. Absolutely electric. It is a crime that they put these broadcasts now behind a paywall on YouTube. They used to be free, and these kids are a fucking geek. Now you got to pay for it. It is what it is, but either way, great fucking win. Okay, we love to see it. That's a court storm. Chat saying that's not a court storm. Well, yeah, that was the joke. Okay, that was the joke. But we take it. We move. How about the damn Delta Devils? I want to know in chat, who tailed that puppy? Who brought the coins home? All right, there had to be a couple of you guys locking in that puppy. Plus 420 on the ML. Let me know in chat if you guys cashed on that. Okay, Dubs, car got tail. Sure. W's. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Let's recap King of the Board. Javon, I don't know what it is, man. Any comments on King of the Board?
I mean, I didn't want to just take Baylor. That would have been the same thing. I guess the over. I mean, that was the one shit read of the game. That was kind of like my hope that TCU would maybe prove me wrong, and I really didn't think they were going to in scoring. But, yeah, I mean, nevertheless, they did not. But I will take that. I'll take the
I mean, you did have the first pick. You could have taken Baylor's.
Could have. I didn't want to do it, though. Figured that was all you because you're going to take the ML straight up.
All right. Well, thanks for being generous. I'll meet you at the cash counter. I'm up 1.2 units. Let's fucking go. King of the Board, man. I don't know what it is, but some sort of voodoo hex on Javon. And we got off to a great start once again on that left column with Baylor ML. Go Bears. Great game. Great game. All right. We got some follows coming in. We got Harmful OG coming in, following. We got Magic Stick dropping a follow as well. W's, gents. Appreciate the follows. If you're in here for the first time, okay, we run lives all day, every day during the week, starting with Mikey Overs in the morning after, right into BTL, giving you guys the sharpest plays of the day. And then Trent comes on at 2 p.m. Eastern for the Surge stream. So that's the schedule. Okay, we'll do the squad ride towards the end of BTL around 1:50 Eastern, okay, and lock in the most important play of our lives. Plain and simple, okay? Let's find a way to not have the Hokies involved in that. I'm going to go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off and just say it right now. Let's find a way to keep the Hokies out of these squad ride votes. I'm putting my foot down.
Dude, but they're on your sharp report.
You're goddamn right they are. You're goddamn right they are. Okay.
I was kind of hoping you'd come in with a bricked up sell job for the Hokies, man.
I mean, I have one, Javon. But look, man, when you've been knocked down so many times by the same team, it's hard to show, heart. It really is. It's hard to bounce back, time and time again. But I will always be rooting for my Hokies. And yes, I like them in this spot. We will talk about it 100%.
Sure.
Okay? We did the prize picks recap, W18. Love to see that. We did the squad rides and the sharp report recap, also W's as well. Love to get off the schneid and end that little cold streak on the squad ride. Chat, we knew that streak wasn't going to last. Okay. If there's one thing we know, it's that the squad rides pay. All right. And they bounced back in a big way last night. Love to see it. Baylor ML free. Okay. It's not all good though, Javon. I got to get mad about something, right? It wouldn't be BTL if I wasn't bitching about something. Okay. Good. So run that shit. I'm trying to get mad. All right, guys, this really pissed me off this morning seeing this on my feed. So I figured I'd bring it up to you guys and have you get mad as well. Okay, Jaden Ivey. Look, let's scroll up and show this guy's name because this is one of the worst tweets I've ever seen and he deserves to be exposed. Jaden Ivey, the line of his points, 15.5, sure. And by the way, he starts it off by saying this post needs to go viral. Like everyone on earth had Jaden Ivey points last night, all 8 billion of them. Give me a break. Talking about stuff being rigged, talking about him not playing in the fourth quarter, talking about the NBA being controlled in this post. Javon, I mean, sure, I'm all for conspiracies. I'm all for talking about, sports being a little bit sketch or maybe even some rigging going on. I don't know. But you're telling me that this guy in his brain actually thinks that the NBA is rigging Jaden Ivey squares or Jaden Ivey props? Brother, I got something to tell you, my man. They don't give a hoot about Jaden Ivey props. I'll tell you that much. They're not going to risk getting caught trying to rig a regular season. What, Detroit Pistons NBA game? Is that what team he's on these days? Either way, I mean, just an absolute moose take. One of the worst I've ever seen. This is just a great example of people thinking everything in the world revolves around them. I promise you, my man, nobody's thinking about Jaden Ivey, and the NBA surely isn't rigging Jaden Ivey, his playtime during the regular season. Are you kidding me? This was the worst tweet of the week. Come on.
Yeah, of all players, Jaden Ivey's the guy, huh? Not just the fact that he
Come
was
on.
shooting 3 for 10. Quentin Grimes was playing great defense on Jalen Brunson and a lot of the guys there in the fourth quarter. Had nothing to do with that, of course.
We don't think that maybe he got benched because he was playing like Mushet, and then maybe the guy who they just signed and is on their team now was playing really well and keeping him in the game, and they were maybe just deciding to play him instead.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break.
If you're going to talk some conspiracy, I feel like you got to go a little further than Jaden Ivey and the Pistons.
Man, talk about a moose take. Go to the top again. I want to read
What
it.
about the wording here? Expelled, and he called the coach a manager.
Yeah, this guy just doesn't know ball. It's clear as day. You can tell by the terminology. You can tell by him saying this post needs to go viral. And maybe that's the key. I don't know. It kind of worked. I mean, it popped up on my feed. Okay. But I feel like it popped up on my feed because people are seeing that saying, what the fuck is this guy talking about? NBA being rigged for Jaden Ivey. Give me a break. Come on. That's me. That's BS, man. We move. All right. Javon, before we dive into the Sharp report for today, there are spring training games starting up here relatively soon. Okay. Any nerfies, any yerfies catching your eyes? I don't know if you saw this, but Zach Davies is actually in the Nats organization now. That's new shit. That pissed me off today. That guy is the woat. Okay. Leaves his family, leaves his dogs, and doesn't speak to them ever and just disappears off the face of the earth. People forget that happened. It did. Now he's on the Nats. Can't make it up. That's the splash we're making in the offseason at the starting pitcher role. We're bringing in Zach Davies. Is that going to do the job? Come on. I hope he gets absolutely shelled today. I don't want him to make the team. He's a scum. I hope he gives up 100 runs. Zach Davies on the mound, man. What are we doing?
Yeah. GG's.
Oh, man. Should we take the Yerfie just out of spite? Because that guy stinks.
Is it available?
Let's see if he's even up.
I don't think I see him up here.
He's not even up. Probably because he's going to give up 10 runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have some pretty decent pitchers on the mound though today, which is
We do.
kind of exciting. I'm excited to see, which is a lot of these start up soon, but I'll catch up to it. But I want to see Gray Rod's first start, see how that goes. Alek Manoah's back. I want to see how he looks. Frankie Montas first start as a Red, first appearance as a Red. George Kirby, Cy Young caliber season loading. Like a lot of good arms are on the mound. So this is a big day to see some guys for the first time.
Alek Manoah, less than 1.5 strikeouts?
I mean, might be air. Just might be air.
I'd be
We also
super
have,
to put that one out.
I assume you saw that this is the Ohtani debut today too.
Ooh.
They're letting almost the full strength lineup go against the White Sox, and the Dodgers are minus 300 in spring training.
Jesus, man. What are we doing? That might be a free lay piece, folks. Don't tell Trent. Okay. Damn, I'd be down to spike fade Alek Manoah today and just take us less than 1.5 strikeouts and go about our day. You have a pair?
I mean, if we want to do this again, where we take a spring training play and then go to an NBA play later, sure.
We could do that. Is there no square up for the MLB today where you're like, why the hell is that up?
I mean, I'm not labbing spring training grabs. These are just strikeouts and nerfies.
Good placement, lazy, after a squad ride W last night.
Yeah. I guess so, man.
Please don't tell Trent, AZ says in chat. Oh, my God. Chris Sale is back. We could take his more than strikeouts. I think he's going to be nasty against the Pirates who love striking out.
I mean, there's probably people more tapped than me, but for very injury-prone guys, I feel like it would not be the smartest thing to take their like K-props in spring training because you don't know how long the leash is going to be. So, I mean, I have no clue. Absolutely no clue.
Chat, anybody got an MLB square we can pair this Alek Manoah less than 1.5 strikeouts with? Let me know. Okay. Yeah, lab and spring training and it. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. You know that's already locked in 5 of his entries. Probably. Yep. Dodgers minus 1.5. Definitely cannot take that with the square, but I like where your head's at, brother. I do. Should we take some less thans?
Good.
We could take another less than. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but maybe a Yu Darvish less than 2.5 strikeouts against the POD trophies. That could be a good look.
I mean, you don't have to tell me twice to back the trophies.
They also have Ryan Feltner and Daniel Lynch up for a Nerfy.
Yeah, it's easily probably the worst combination of pitchers in any of the Nerfy squares. So if you really want to, you could get a little nasty with that.
I'd be down to do that and split these puppies. It's a little bit of a later game.
Yeah, I mean that's. Feel
I'm in.
free. I don't know if
Chat 2-piece for MLB today. All right, we'll keep it simple, and then we'll move on to the sharp report. All right, but Alek Manoah, less than 1.5 pitcher strikeouts today. That's a spike fade. Okay, that's just fading him. He stinks. And then Ryan Feltner and Daniel Lynch, less than half a first inning run allowed. Okay, a.k.a. the Nerfy. All right, boys. Little 2-piece. Hold the fry. All right, nothing crazy on this. Just a little sprinkle to sweat something out for the day. I think we earned it after a pretty darn good Monday. Okay, I'm going to put 200 bones on it. Fuck it.
What?
All right. We're locked. We're
What?
locked. Looks like Jake is down in chat. Sure. All right. W's wanted to get some MLB action going today. Love to see that. And also wanted to say, fuck Zach Davies. He's a scum, and I hope he gets rocked today for the Nats. Now we can move.
You know what I do want to do? I'll take this as my little half unit just because it's on spring training play. I see Xavier Curry pitching today. That dude is moo shit. And he's facing the Athletics.
Huh. You want to take that Yurfie?
I just want to take the A's. I only want to go on Moose teams in spring training against Moose pitchers.
You're taking the A's on the ML?
Let me see what their lineup is looking like today.
Go check their lineup. I'll give you the odds here real quick. Looks like the A's are plus 104 on the books, and they opened up plus 130. Huh. Sure.
Top of the lineup's looking great.
Sure.
Blade, Geloff, Rooker, Seth Brown. That's enough for me.
Sure.
That is enough for me.
Well, Chad, if you're looking for a book play for MLB today, just to sweat something out, maybe take a sprinkle on the Oakland Athletics with Javon. If you want a prize picks entry, little 2-piece to take the edge off. And guys, these are sprinkles. Okay, this is spring training. You can take Alek Manoah less than 1.5 strikeouts with the Nerfy and Feltner and Lynch. Okay, W's. Let's move. Let's groove. I want to talk about the worst thing I saw today. You ready? You probably thought it was the Jaden Ivey tweet.
I thought that's what it was. You got something.
I got something worse. Before we get into the sharp report, I got something worse. Okay, and since we're talking about baseball, I figure we get this over with now. Okay, you see Trevor Bauer getting hit up?
Yeah.
Yesterday, you see Trevor Bauer giving up 2 hits to a guy who makes TikToks? Are you kidding me? I mean, this feeds right into what I've been saying all last year, where I could definitely get a hit off of Adam Wainwright's. I could get a home run off of Adam Wainwright if Marty Mush is getting fucking 2 base knocks off of Trevor Bauer. Are you kidding me? This is absurd. Someone give me a fucking bat. Javon, you saw me in the cages at Sluggers at Wrigley. You know I could fucking piece one up. Are you kidding me, dudes?
Maybe you could.
And why would Trevor Bauer post this? If he's trying to get signed to a team, he posts a 10-minute vlog about this entire experience. And I don't want to fucking play the video because he's so annoying to hear, and we're going to move on here soon. But the guy makes excuses saying, oh, that's not a base hit. That wouldn't be a base hit in an MLB game. It's like, buddy, he's barreling you up in the cages. That's all that matters. It's embarrassing. You think you're going to get signed to an MLB team when you can't even get Marty Mush out? What the fuck are we doing, man? The guy's barreling you up. He barreled you up on the first at bat and got hit. And everyone went nuts. I can't believe it. Trevor Bauer, you're done, brother. Throw in the towel. Might be seeing you in the KBO this year. You're not getting signed. Every GM just saw that video, the 10-minute vlog that you posted. He decided to post it of you getting shelled by a random McGee. This proves my points. 100% I could get a hit off a moose shit pitcher like Alek Manoah or Adam Wainwright. And it also proves that Trevor Bauer is washed. Okay? Literally the average MLB Twitter user off of Trevor Bauer hitting nuke pieces. This might be the greatest pimp job of the decade, by the way.
Yeah,
People
Derek
forget about
Dietrich, dude. Derek Dietrich was like Bonds for a couple months with the Reds back in the day, and he would just moose the Pirates every single time. It was hilarious.
Insane.
He was
I mean, what a pimp job.
pimping
Holy
nukes.
smokes. All right, let's move on. Honorable mention real quick here. Worst thing I saw today, G.G. Jackson trying to make a layup. John, what was this pump fake, brother?
I don't know. He
It's
heard
a six-piece pump fake and then an airball layup.
that he was Trent's POD, man. He was trying to get busy.
Literally the first time Trent remembers that G.G. Jackson exists and is in the NBA, he goes, fuck it, I'll take him. How we forget about G.G. Jackson? And then he does shit like this.
Yeah, that's
Only would happen on days Trent's taking him. Come on. I mean, a six-piece pump fake? What were the thought processes there?
it's crazy.
Literally 6 pumps. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Insane.
Yeah, the funny thing
Man.
is too, I'm pretty sure one of the guys that's over there, what is that? Cam Thomas and Dennis Smith.
Yeah, dude. You're telling me you can't just dunk on that guy? He's like 5'8".
It's not even like you're doing that over bigs. You're doing it over one of the shortest guys in the league.
G.G. Jackson and the Super Goats is wild. You're goddamn right it is, VB. You're goddamn right. Is that Yap? Looked like Yap last night. Anybody watch Sweats last night? Man, we blew it.
W Yap game winner.
Man, we blew it. I can't believe it. Even Goots was playing pretty good in the paints with that.
Yeah,
center
it was.
feet. He was
I was
balling out.
shocked down
Playing
there.
Great. Yeah,
My RA was free.
it was. It was. It got swept. Goots.
Yeah.
Good work last night.
Thank
Man,
you.
we got our first win against my buddies who wanted to play us, and then they smacked us in the mouth the next 2 games. So we got to get back in the lap. Okay,
Yeah.
we got to fucking
Yap
figure
got
out
a
how to keep the ball away from
46.
Yap.
Yap gave up a 50 ball and then took a crazy shot that would have potentially been for the win. Then we lose an OT, man.
What are we doing?
After
We don't need a
preaching that we
Tripping
don't.
me for fucking taking a 3, and then we get the ball back and get one last chance, and then he takes an even worse 3. Okay.
That's what that is. That he took like the the Denzel Valentine shot that he took that pretty much sent him out of the league against the
Yeah.
Heat. That was that shot.
He said, "Fuck it. I'm either making this and going on ESPN, or I'm never playing in the NBA again." That's literally what happened.
Pretty much. That was
Unbelievable. Trying to play hero ball, man. That's not how you win. That's not how you win. His focus was on the ice. I know. Coach Chelly would have never allowed it. Yep.
Coach Shelley would have been furious if
Coach
he.
Chelly would have benched Yap in the first half. He would not have allowed that. Come on. Come on. All right. Let's move on to some picks. Chat, you guys down? We got an hour left still. Plenty of time on this Tuesday slate. Let's hop into some Sharp Report plays, huh? Why not us? Let's get started in college basketball. I locked this puppy in last night because, as Javon brought up to me when we first got on Sweats, pretty weird seeing Mississippi State here laying 3.5 points, some places 4, Javon, against Kentucky coming off that big win, huh? I'd say that's pretty weird. Would
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, after they put up the I think most points the college basketball team has put up this season against a really good team in Alabama.
Kentucky puts up a 117 piece in their last game against Alabama, who, by the way, doesn't play a lick of defense. Okay.
Yeah.
And now you turn around their next game on the road. Sure, they're not going to be, a heavy favorite on the road in the spots. They're playing a pretty decent Mississippi State team, but you're telling me they're getting 4.5 points now in some books? Kentucky is after that performance? Are you kidding me? Guys, I know last night we faded that system of home teams that are unranked as favorites against ranked squads, and it worked. Okay, Baylor was freer than air, freer than mop. Okay. Today, Javon, you said it perfectly last night. Don't even have to overthink this puppy. Just lay it with Mississippi State. They're going to find a way somehow to win this game by 5+. They're covering. There's no way Kentucky does. If they do, the sports books aren't going to be as shiny as they look right now in Vegas. It's just simple math.
Yeah, I mean this one. We had the one that we were, I guess, a little able to overthink yesterday in a good way with Baylor when you had TCU as the unranked home favorite, and this one doesn't apply because that performance by Kentucky, I mean, definitely, I don't know if you can call it their most complete of the season, but it was definitely their strongest performance of the season. And in reality, that game should have been a lot wider of a margin than it was. They just let Bama, creep in against the backups at the end of the game, and they're leading that game by 30, 35 the entire game. So they beat shit out of them. And that's one of the better wins really in the SEC all season. Now you go on the road to a team that is pretty drastically different from your style of play. They're not winning that game. They're not covering that game.
Good point from ASIM here in chats. Even if Kentucky wasn't coming off that, 117 piece, This is a bad matchup for them. I mean, yeah, Mississippi State low-key has been on fire as well, playing really good basketball. This is a good sleeper pick, sleeper team for March Madness if they can finagle their way in there, which is right now, I think they are. Okay. And this would be another great Q1 win to beat Kentucky, catch them lacking, catch them sleeping a little bit, coming off that big-time win that we saw in that last game against Bama. I'm all in. I'm all over Mississippi State in the spot. Tulu Smith is going to take us to the goddamn cash counter.
That right, he is. He's gonna have to.
Yep.
He's gonna have to grub. It's his game.
Yep, 100%. All right, what about Texas? Longhorns plus 3.5 should be good luck, right?
I mean, the fact that this line is only 3.5 with them in Lubbock is absolutely insane to me. It feels like the same thing that I saw with the Baylor game last night, minus the home unranked favorite type deal. But yeah, I mean, Texas, they got drubbed, first game against Texas Tech. They really couldn't get anything going. That was in their house. So now coming back, surely Texas Tech beats them, at home in Lubbock, one of the toughest places to play in the country, especially in the Big 12 too, after destroying them in the first game. And we're only seeing a minus 3.5 here after what's happened. And not to mention, Texas has only gotten worse since that game. I don't believe in this team whatsoever. Texas Tech has started to put it together. Now, they might be missing Warren Washington, which is a big matchup advantage too, because when Texas is able to play through Dylan Dessou and he's able to just kind of control the game, it takes a lot of weight off of like Max Avimus and Tyrese Hunter's shoulders. Like the guards don't have to win this game by themselves, which that's where Texas gets themselves in a lot of trouble, which is exactly what happened against Kansas in the Fog over the weekend, where they got the absolute piss beat out of them. So coming back in here now, I think this is a huge revenge spot where Texas Tech, another one of those teams sneakily, or whenever there's just this massive game with added motivation for, obvious reasons. We talk about coaching. They don't come through. And this feels like another one of those spots where Texas gets a big win. Again, don't believe in this team whatsoever, but in this game with this matchup too, specifically with the Sioux, I think this is a sneaky spot.
So do I. Give me the Longhorns. Give me the points. That is a crazy spreads. Hook them. Keep it simple.
Yeah,
all right. Keep it healthy.
I'm not gonna say that, but
oh man, Hokies, huh?
Here we go again. Back at them.
All right, chat. Let me see if I can find some heart and some life to give you guys a sell job here for my Hokies. Look, guys, Syracuse been unbelievable at home this season. Syracuse 18-10. Syracuse a little bit of a surprise. Jim Boeheim retires. Nobody expects anything. Typically, when these goats retire, we've seen mixed things. Either a team just absolutely has a legacy season like Duke or UNC right off the rip, but those are Duke and UNC. Okay, not Syracuse. Or they're just absolutely fucking moose shits, like Notre Dame and some of these other squads, right? Losing their, GOAT coaches. Jim Boeheim leaves. Syracuse, tough start to the season, but they've really started to get going here, and especially at home, Javon. I mean, they're 13-2 playing in the Carrier Dome. That's crazy. That's an awesome record. They've done their job at home, to say the least, and they're sitting at 18-10 right now, potentially, looking pretty sharp, pretty good to make the tourney this year. I'd say right now they're probably in at this rate, and they deserve it. They've been playing great. It's impressive, okay? But the Hokies are coming into town. Okay, the Hokies are hungry for a win. The Hokies are watching the Lady Hokies, get ranked top 5 in women's college basketball. To be honest with you, man, bring over Liz Kitley and have her play in the paint for the Hokies, because she'd be a better center than whatever the fuck we have going on right now in the paint. I'm not even kidding. Like, if you put her in a men's uniform and put her out there, she would dominate. Better than our guys. Lynn Kidd, Poteet. This guy's got cement feet more than Goots' fucking 2K player. They're ass, okay? But that's not how VT is going to win this game. VT is going to win this game by hitting the 3 ball. I know, crazy straight Goots. That's on me. Wow. VT is going to win this game by jacking threes like it's their fucking job, because they're desperate. They are. And there's one way the Hokies can win this game, and it's if they outshoot this Syracuse squad. And people think, oh, Syracuse doesn't run the zone anymore. They cover the 3 better, right? No. They are one of the worst 3-point defenses in the country. Javon, they're terrible. 230th in the country in 3-point defense. And they've given up a ton. That's just percentage. They've given up so many threes this year, man. You're going to see them get absolutely blitzed by this Hokies back courts, because they're actually going to fucking do their jobs for once. They haven't shot the ball well at all over the last month. Tonight they will in the Carrier Dome, a.k.a. Sean Padula 1.5 3 square. Take a peep at that, and you'll probably have a pretty good feeling as to why I think the Hokies shoot the 3 ball pretty well today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I don't know if I'm going to get there as far as taking them, but I mean, line-wise, definitely telling me VT, and I'm so out on Syracuse for a majority of different reasons, but that matchup is definitely in the Hokies' favor. I'll say that. in that Padula 3-point square. Just I'll stay off of that for your sake, but that's hitting.
I mean, look, man. Yes, that's hitting. First of all, he's been in a crazy slump, but if he does not hit that, they have no chance to win this game. Plain and simple. And they will win this game. Look at that spread. +1.5. I fucking bet. We stink. +1.5. I know that Ken Pom thinks we're the greatest team ever. I get it. Okay, I know that stuff matters. And that just drives me crazy too, because we should be fucking good. And we're not. We blow all these games. But at one point, this team, these veterans, Hunter Couture, who's played 1 million games for us, look yourself in a fucking mirror. Do what Mississippi Valley State did last night. Say enough is enough. Put your fucking foot in the ground and make some baskets, boys. It's time to stop being soft. It's time to stop fucking letting everyone down in these sharp spots. At some point, a blind squirrel's got to find a nut every once in a while. And looking at this spread once again tonight, looking at the matchup, looking at the ways where VT's going to win this game, looking at how desperate the Hokies are and how good Syracuse has been at home, I'd be willing to bet that today's the day the blind squirrel finds a nut and the Hokies going to win.
Sure. I'm down to go to another sharp spot in the ACC. I'm hoping this one.
Keep it in the ACC. Talk about the Irish.
And I'm A1 Wake Forest slurper at this point. It's my couple tonsils teams, but another one kind of similar like Kentucky, but just massive letdown spot. Like that Wake Forest team and that program, they haven't had a game that big really ever. That was the first sellout I think they said they've had in 10 years. That game at Duke, and obviously they came through, they won. That was a win they absolutely needed to have for their NCAA tournament hopes. They're kind of hanging around the bubble. That win, I think, for now, pushed them firmly into the field. Now they're going on the road against Notre Dame, and Notre Dame team that is not very good, but they've started to play a lot better. They've started to play, a lot better offensively, especially, which is key because defensively they match up really well, I think, with Wake Forest. I think the size inside with Tay Davis, especially, like you're going to have enough to hang with Efton Reed and Andrew Carr and play, versatile in and out there, which is the one key. Like that's what's made the difference for Wake and why they're so good, because you always know they have shooters. They have Hunter Salas, who's been absolutely fantastic. You got Cam Hildreth, who's been absolutely fantastic, also a fantastic defender. So they have shooters. They have guys out on the wing. The one difference has been the size they can use against teams too. Notre Dame could kind of neutralize that, and they're going to shrink the floor against that team. So they match up really well against them. They're going to make it, super slow, which Wake, when they're on the road, which they've been bad on the road in general, but when they're on the road against slower teams, that's when the turnovers start to come, which has been Wake's problem when they go on the road every single time. They get sloppy. They don't take good shots. Cam Hildreth on the road, especially, shot selection has been very questionable. And now they're going up against a team who can kind of match their size. And they're starting to gain a little bit of confidence too, Notre Dame is, because, they're playing better, but they're also making shots. Like Shrewsbury, coach's kid, is starting to make shots, which is huge. He's been a sniper from the 3 of the last couple games. That's probably going to be exploited against Wake Forest. This is just everything kind of a perfect storm for Notre Dame in the spot. And I hate it because I want Wake to win. I want to make sure they're on the field, but you can't not take the spot with Notre Dame at home, plus the points.
Yeah, the Irish have not been as bad as everyone expected, I don't think. They started out that way in the beginning of the season, and trust me, they have some bad outs, right? When they lose, it is bad, and they put up like 47 points, and it's gross, and you're understanding why. We were so low on this Notre Dame team before the season, but talk about a letdown spot, man. Wake Forest coming off that big-time win, probably their biggest win in a decade, not even over-exaggerating. I mean, they've been so fucking bad. So that's probably their biggest win in the decade. And now you got to go travel to Notre Dame. I mean, talk about a letdown spot, Javon. Are you kidding me? Got to go play at Notre Dame in South Bend against a 10-17 Irish team coming off that win. And look at the spread, Chad. I mean, odds makers are with us. They think this game's going to be a nail-biter. They think it's going to be close. And I also want to talk and gas up about Burton at the point for Notre Dame. He's been really good. The freshman has been really fucking good for Notre Dame. He's one of the fastest players in the ACC. He will have plenty of opportunities and has plenty of speed to run away from this, Wake Forest elite backcourt, I guess you could call them. They're pretty good. They're pretty stacked. But Burton will be able to make plays. He is quick as heck. I'm not worried about him getting strapped up at all. I'm with you.
And I'll say this too. This is another one of my week-long angles, because this is like the prime letdown spot where you're obviously getting a bigger price on this, but they have 2 games this week. They go on the road to Notre Dame, and then they go to Blacksburg. I can tell you in my head, there's the slimmest of chances, and that's me saying no chance without saying no chance, that they win both of those games. So obviously this is the bigger plus price, and I would assume, VT might not even be favored in that game at home, and they probably should be.
They might.
They might. So like depending on what
get
you
that
get,
crazy line of
obviously-
respect, bro.
yeah. So I mean, I will be playing Notre Dame on the spread today straight up, but I will also be playing the ML. Hopefully they win today, so I don't have to double up on Saturday. But God forbid, they cover and don't win. Notre Dame does. Wake is doomed when they go to the Castle.
Yeah, nobody wants to go play at Castle. That's a fact. That's not even me being biased. Watch the videos from the ACC Network on Twitter. All the players talked about Castle being the worst place to play in the ACC. Nobody cares. Nobody talks about it because the team stinks. They shouldn't talk about it because the team stinks. Okay, I want that on record. I'm with them. Nobody should be fucking talking about Castle right now. But that is like one of the worst places to play in the country. It's so dark in there. It's the weirdest vibes in Castle. It's from the fucking Stone Age. Terrible arena, but it gives us an advantage here. And we have that crazy fan, crowd behind one of the baskets just going absolutely fucking bonkers, selling out almost every game. It's a great atmosphere, okay? And that's not a place people want to play. I could see Wake losing that game easily. I'm hoping VT's favorite.
I mean,
they probably will be.
If we end up, obviously not rooting for this, but in a situation where Syracuse scratches one out tonight against the Hokies and Wake at least wins, I'm hoping they don't cover, obviously, but that would be the rare situation. I would say VT is that's a Wake level bet from last week against Duke.
Wow. Okay. Fingers crossed. W's. Greek locks, maybe tails Nerfy. Shit's about to be cooked. Hey, W update here. Any update on the Nerfy we locked in?
No, yeah, I guess we're first.
Or I guess the Nerfy's at 305, but any updates on Alec Manoa and his strikeouts?
No.
We could probably pull that up, Goots, and see if there's any action going on there. But let's see if Alec Manoa's done shit. All right. W's. Love these plays so far. Today's slate, absolutely loaded. Okay, we have no excuses today. A lot of great games. Javon just gave one hell of a sell job on the Irish, +6.5. Go, Irish, go. I'm with you. I'll also be on Texas with you, too. Okay.
Got you.
Dubs, let's talk a little bit about BYU. Who wants to take BYU in this spot against Kansas? There can't be a single person on earth who wants to take the Cougars in this spot against the Jayhawks. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you talk about BYU?
A lot of threes.
Well, spot-wise, home, away, what's the first thing that comes to mind about this BYU team?
They are terrible on the road.
Terrible on the road, unbelievable at home. We know that, right? That's been a thing since I have memories, back 5-10 years ago watching this BYU basketball team. Okay. Kansas coming off of 2 big-time wins, right? They just absolutely beat the shit out of Texas before that. They had a very impressive 10-point win at Oklahoma when they were a short favorite, okay? And they fucking took care of business there with ease. And BYU, on the other hand, is coming off of a bad loss to Kansas State on the road, right? Leans into that narrative. This team stinks on the road. Nobody wants to bet the Cougars at all in this spot. Probably the least one to be bet on team on the fucking slate. Nobody wants to do it, not even the Sharks. Okay, this is Kansas at home. They're a wagon, right? I don't know, man. I can't resist. I think this is one of the nastiest plays on the slate, and I want to back BYU to potentially even pull off an upset here and catch Kansas lacking, but at least keeping it within a touchdown. Okay, BYU, the Cougs are going to shoot the lights out. I've talked about Kansas before. I think they're frauds. They can't create their own offense at all. And until I see them have some more consistency overall from the role players on that team who cannot score or shoot to save their life, I'm going to keep fading them, even at home. Give me the Cougs. Give me the points. Not really a weird line play. I feel like this line is probably correct. It's where it should be, and it moved back from +5.5 to +6.5. This is just the nastiest fucking bet on the board that nobody wants. Back in a BYU team and kind of buying low on them. I still like them. I think they're good. Let's take them on the road for once and see how it goes.
Yeah, I would be totally in on BYU. I'm definitely not taking Kansas, but I would be in on BYU if Kevin McCullough was not out again.
Is that official already?
Yeah, it's been official for a couple days. So, I don't know. That's the one good news that I don't really love about BYU, but I will say I might attack it on the Prize Picks board because the one thing people don't realize, because Kansas on paper, they have a good defense. It's really the 3-point defense is not good, at all. And a lot of their best defense in 3-point has come with Kevin McCullough. So they're going to be missing that today. So I don't see a world where they slow down BYU shooting. They're going to kind of have to outscore them, which that's probably going to take some time to find because, as we all know, that team without Kevin McCullough really doesn't have a go-to scorer because Hunter Dickinson he can't dominate every matchup, and he hasn't really done that. But today's matchup is definitely a really good Hunter Dickinson one. So eventually I think they get to the point where they start feeding him and it starts working, but it might take some time. So I wouldn't be mad at like a first half BYU play, because I wouldn't be surprised they come out, blitz them with threes, and then Kansas kind of settles in after that and it kind of hangs around the number. But yeah, the only reason I'm not on BYU is because I cannot fade Kansas without their best player.
I get that. I totally get that. I don't like buying good news either. It did work out pretty well for us last night, I will say. So let's hope I can get out here with BYU, because I'm not slowing down. I'm not, getting off of them one bit here, even if they're up to plus 7.5. I don't give a hoot. If you look at the splits, Kansas might be the most public play I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Not a joke. Like, actually not an exaggeration at all. They might be the most public team I've ever seen. Okay, I'm looking at the distance splits right now. 97% of bets in handle. Kansas ML, they're going to be the most popular parlay piece of the day today, because people who are simple-minded are going to look at that game, Javon, and say, oh, well, Kansas might not cover, but they're going to win, right? It's Kansas at home against BYU on the roads. Well, angles like that are super easy lose more than they pay. Okay, I think everybody in chat knows that by now. All right, so let's stay hot here. Let's take a nasty road dog that nobody wants. I mean, if you look at the splits on the spread too, Javon, 10% of bets on BYU on the spread, 13% of handle. Nobody on earth is betting on this team. They are the least bet team today. Kansas is the most bet team in parlays. I guarantee it today in college basketball.
They probably are.
Guaranteed.
I will have to say this, though, because I said this at the beginning of the conference season, and I still kind of stick to it a little bit. There aren't really any of these new Big 12 teams that have gone into like these historic places and gotten a win. Like BYU hasn't done it. Houston really hasn't even done it. They got smoked at a couple of those places. Like all these teams, they've really struggled. So, I mean, I think they can keep it close. I don't know if they'll have the guns to catch it outright, though, but maybe they get the one, and they're the one team.
Oh, there was one. But Texas is so bad, it's hard to even count that.
Yeah, I was talking about like the Kansases, the Baylors, the Texas Techs, like the
actually good teams. Yeah.
Like the tough places to play. Like Texas is not a tough place to play. That's a brand new arena that's like a library.
B-Camp, bro. There's no way you have Kansas in a parlay, bro. Please tell me you're making a joke. For the love of God. The Jen is all in on BYU today, I think.
I'm hoping.
That's the vibe I'm getting from chat, so that's good. Love to see that. All right. Yeah, chat, we're locked right now. Okay. Swept the board yesterday, not slowing down. Look, man, I want to get a new car. I want to take my girl out to dinner. I got a lot of things on my mind, Javon. I got a lot of expenses. Okay. Life's not cheap. In this economy, are you kidding me? Inflation's and shit. We're not slowing down. Just because we went 4-0 yesterday doesn't mean we fucking take a day off. We are locked in, folks. If you guys are watching BTL from start to finish every single day, 12:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube or Twitch, you are missing out on winners for free. Okay, lock the fuck in with me. I know Javon is. All right, and let's get back to business here. BYU plus 6.5 is a donkey. They might win that game outright. I feel great about that bet today. I do. Take me to the ice. Oh, goats are muted. Huh. Interesting.
Do we see I see a fuck Gray Rod. He did give up a run. He gave up a nuke.
Gray Rod did?
Welcome to the Gray Rod season that I think he's going to have.
No fucking way, dude.
Goots.
Nuke
no. Goots is going to hate Javon by the end of the season if Gray Rod ends up sucking.
You can hate me, but also love me, because I also think Corbin Burns is going to be Cy Young caliber.
Mm-hmm.
So
but are you going to win a World Series with one Cy Young caliber season from one pitcher?
O2 Turk on the silver plat, sure.
Dude, if they had Kyle Bradish fully healthy, that would be one thing. It's just
throw him meat down the middle.
There's only so much you can do, Gates. I know you're an octopus right now. You got fucking 7 things going on in the back end. But any Alec Manoah updates? Do we have an MLB.com Gamecast for that or no?
Come on, Krebs.
Okay. What am I doing? What am I thinking?
I'll let you know if he gets a strikeout.
Bradley Green single off plat.
Is this his first inning? I got to get my magnifying glass out here.
This is his first inning. There was a mound visit in the first inning that took like years off my life. So
for Detroit?
For Detroit, yeah.
We got
Torque up to bat.
Oh, we got a single to start it off.
Legend.
I would love to see a Torque bomb right now. That would do wonders.
All right. Chat, if anybody locked in, Manoah less than 1.5 strikeouts. Okay, that's what we're sweating right now. And then also the Ryan Feltner and Daniel Lynch Nerfy on Prize Picks. That's nasty as shit. I could spell it through my laptop. That should stink, don't it?
It's disgusting, dude.
It does.
Have you seen while we're on the baseball topic, Joe Musgrove? Oh my. Oh, hit by pitch. Yeah, he's good.
Wow, there we go. Attaboy Manila, great debut, brother. Looks like he's back. Injury delay. Oh God, I can't be clapping on that.
Torque got hurt.
No way.
No, dudes.
Probably just
He's fine.
dusting off.
Where did he get hit?
It doesn't give that
Shit,
description,
man.
Crabs.
Yeah, we don't get that.
No.
No.
All right, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, we got Mark.
Kansas in the fog isn't human. I had a Houston ML ticket a few weeks ago. I will also be on BYU. Berg, I'm with you, brother. I know it's Kansas at home. It's the easiest, most simple-minded narrative today on the slate. Their ML will be in every square's bet slip. Okay, we fade. We
He's
put our
turned-
foot in the ground. We hold.
He's thrown 5 pitches, gave up a single, and hit someone.
Yep, because he stinks. Remember?
Yep,
Yeah.
Florida Complex League. I remember.
Look at that. That's not even a close pitch. If
Got
that's
him right in the bird. No way, Chris. Are you serious, man? Prayers out for Torque if that's the case. Nobody
No
should have to go
way.
through that. Okay. Just trucked Manoa for hitting him. No, he didn't.
I mean,
Wait, what?
he didn't get taken out of the game, so he's fine.
No, yeah, and it would have taken longer. Oh, Mount Visit.
Hit by pitch again. Good shit, Manoa. What if he
Oh
gets
my
killed?
God. Get him out of the game.
He just gets yanked already.
He's going to hurt somebody. We don't have room for this in this sport. Get him out.
He's terrible.
Pull him before he hurts someone. Get him out of here. He's a safety hazard. Golly. Not you, Goots. You can stay. Don't get
Right
scared, Goots.
Come here.
Okay, good. Come on, Manoa.
Yeah.
Somebody take him out. He's going to hurt someone. What are we doing? Now visit.
Now,
Good.
Gio Urshela and Colt Keefe.
All right, chat. Looking a little okay here.
Let's do
Don't
it.
want to jinx it. We'll leave it at that. Okay.
Rats.
Dubs. Let's get back to the Sharp report while they do a mound visit after he hit 2 guys and gave up a hit. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I wish Trent was in here for this. Kyron Grabs, you see my Twitter DM? I did not, Kyron. I stink at the Twitter DMs, bro. I'm sorry. Do not take it personally. Do not take it personally. Okay. I struggle weeding through all the, people telling me to go kill myself and try to find, the good ones when it's like 9 out of 10 or like that.
Stuff to
In GTA. I find myself not checking the DMs as much. But Kyron, let me know what you're talking about, brother. All right. Take me to the ice, Javon. Philly on the ML. What do we like about them tonight?
It's probably the nastiest play on the board because I guess the Lightning to me look like the easiest play on the board because they have been really good lately, and they're playing a Flyers team who the goaltending hasn't been there. They're missing one of their best offense, probably their second best player offensively, and Travis Konechny, who's not going to be playing tonight. Owen Tippett's the guy, but he's going to have to do everything tonight. So Lightning have been really good, doing really good on the road. Andrei Vasilevsky has been, I don't know, in certain spots kind of seeming like he's back. I'm not really buying into it, but my thing with the Lightning is during this whole
It was not a double play.
not a double.
No, it
play.
was. It was.
What are we doing?
It originally said, never mind. Forget it.
Let's get out of here.
Yank
We're
him.
good.
Yank him. Yank him. Let's see.
We're
Yeah,
sorry.
also no Drysdale. That's two. So yes, Flyers team is banged up. They're playing with a couple of injuries today that you really on paper wouldn't think that they'd be able to recover from ever, because as we saw when Owen Tippett was hurt for a little bit, they literally couldn't score a goal. And especially being that this Lightning team just destroyed them 6-3 just a little under a month ago, this game feels very similar to me to the Caps game last night, where we're kind of banking on a flip-flop of stuff. And now, like the Lightning at that point, I think we're playing a little worse than they are playing right now, because they've started to string together a couple of really good performances. There's in-play runs from Colt Keefe, potentially. I want to see what that is.
Ooh.
I want to
Still
see.
no outs, huh?
Well, it was 2 outs. I got double play.
Double play. Awesome. Good.
But yeah,
Love to see that.
it was an RBI double. There we go, Colt. That's a guy, we need him locked if he's going to get serious MLB time for the Tigers this year. But yeah, that's huge. But yeah, Flyers banged up. Lightning are playing well. This game just happened. Lightning beat the shit out of them. But throughout this whole streak, other than really from Flyers after, Jesus.
Keep talking, please.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
From Flyers after, the Lightning have done well, and Vasi's done well against a lot of, faster tempo teams. They haven't really beat a good hard-nosed defensive team throughout this entire little streak. The Flyers are exactly that. And I think this is a really tough spot for them going on the road in this game. And I'm expecting a little Harrison bounce back. I would say his lines are ridiculous today. Like if I thought David Riddich's lines were weird yesterday, and the second I saw the lines, I knew it was the Oilers instead of the over. I told you that. I'm really mad that those didn't come out earlier. We have Samuel Ersson lines today, which he's been pretty bad, to call it that. And I'm looking at some of his lines. He's at 2.5, not even that juiced as far as goals allowed, minus 145, which is crazy. Talk about after a 6-3 game just happened in the same matchup, and the Lightning are playing well, won 4 road games in a row. And his saves line is at 23.5, which this is a really good defensive Flyers team, but there's only a goalie or two out there right now that's getting that type of line respect against the Lightning, the way that they're playing right now. So, like, that's really, really odd to me. If I look at any of the goalie props that are on the board, those lines stand out and stick out like a sore thumb, both the goals allowed and the saves line. So I think this is a gross, typical Flyers game that they win. I don't mind the under either, but yeah, give me the Flyers a plus check all day.
We get a full count here. Or is it still 2-2?
Full count. I see 3-2.
Full counts.
Baez at dish. Definitely the strikeout threat.
Could definitely be a K here. Would
Look
not
at
be
that
surprised
pitch
if we see one.
Baez. Look at that pitch Baez swung at. First pitch.
Look at the second one. The one is
Foul ball.
Good.
Good. Sure. Put the ball in play, Baez. How about we work on some things this year, Javi? How about we don't do the same thing and have the same approach every season and expect different results, Javi? You know where Javi needs to go? He needs to go to the fucking Nats because our hitting coach, I think is it Darnell Coles? Is that his name? Something Coles, I believe.
Don't ask me.
He is known for being a ground ball only specialist where he fucking takes all these guys and teaches them how to put the ball in play and use contact to their advantage and be a ground ball maestro. Another foul ball right down the middle. Good. Javi Baez, I think that would do him some good coming over to DC potentially and learning how to put the ball in play, right? The guy hits the ball so freaking hard. He swings like a lumberjack trying to chop down a tree. If he could just cut it down a little bit, he's strong enough. He doesn't need to swing like that. The guy could be a fucking consistent shortstop again. I don't get it. Like, who has not talked to this guy about maybe cutting the swing down a little bit? Why am I the only person talking about it?
Yeah, who knows?
Play out. No
Play out.
There you go. No kidding.
Let's go. There we go.
Which, I mean,
There we go.
I don't even know if the plan is for Minot to go back out there, but
It might not be.
huge a Baez K.
Yeah.
He probably will go out there again. I think most of these guys in their first start have been going, around 2-ish innings, but he threw a lot of pitches. We'll see.
Yeah, he threw a lot of pitches, and
We'll
he's
see.
putting guys in jeopardy, throwing it
Do
to the fucking
you,
head.
do you want to see what
Noah
Soto's
up to 97 today. Is that true?
Yeah, that's worked
Oh.
out for him, right?
Interesting. All right.
Do you want to see what Soto said?
Yeah,
I guess, man. Fuck it. Juan Soto tells Hyman, great. Former Padres teammate Blake Snell would be a great fit for the Yankees. It'd be unbelievable to have 2 Cy Young winners going back. It'd be great. Snell's a great guy, great player. I agree. Any help that we can get, I would love. No shit. He's a great dude, great guy. Sure, blah, blah, blah. All bullshit. No shit. He wants Blake Snell to go there. He's the best lefty pitcher in the fucking market right now.
Yeah, I feel like he could have ended it after the first sentence or two, but he's going
It's
over the top glazing, trying to get him there.
It is some serious glazing. And yeah, he's not a New York guy, but neither is Juan Soto, and he's there.
I just can't see him going to the East Coast, dude. I really can't.
I can't either. Not when he's got a little baby Snell on the way, right?
Yeah, but little baby Snell needs money as well. I mean,
He
the
does.
Angels aren't offering
Yeah,
it, and the Yankees do. I know, but he needs to find the right offer.
No.
We talked about this Blake Snell debacle on the MLB pod that dropped last night, chat. So if you guys have not checked it out, can you guys please at least do me a favor? Go to this tweet. We'll put the link in chat. Good. So you got me, brother? And go to the tweet, go to the YouTube, click on the like button when you go in there. Watch it. Watch the video if you want to on YouTube. I personally prefer watching or listening on Spotify for stuff like this. And I got a new mic on the way as well as soon as my PC gets fixed, chat. So we'll be sounding clear as day. But please go on Spotify, leave a review, or at least play the podcast. It helps more than you guys think. Okay, my guy Mama here saying pod was fire. Okay, that might be my mom on a burner account there, but I'm not going to ask any questions.
That's a
right?
bug profile pic.
Sure. That's how you, I mean, that'd be a good disguise.
That'd be a
Nobody would
profile
think that's
pic.
her, right?
Yeah, we do have some more on the way coming up, through the baseball season. So, I mean, while we're here, we'll definitely put a poll out for this on the BTL Twitter at some point. But We'll be doing different pods by division. I'm curious to see which division you guys want to hear about first. Because I feel like there's a couple of teams that everybody's really dying to hear about. As far
You
as
think we should do like AL East, NL East, and then like AL West, NL West, and do like 4 two-pieces of pods and start doing that this weekend?
yeah, we could do that.
I definitely wouldn't be opposed to that. Yeah, chat, let us know what division you want us to cover first. Okay? This is not official, but I just want to see where your guys' heads are at.
Yeah.
Okay, we could put out a tweet and have the people decide, though, if they want to.
See a good
I'm
bit
good
of
with that.
Centrals. People want
A
to.
lot of AL Central, a lot of AL East. Okay. Got to hear Krabs Yankee talk. Hovey, we talked about the Yankees a little bit on the pods. So if you don't mind, Hovey, please go over to the Spotify or Apple Music, wherever you get your pods, and just play it at least. If you don't want to listen to the whole thing, if you want to bookmark it for later, that's totally fine. But I thought it was our best pod yet. We've only done 3 so far, but it was about an hour long. I thought it was great. I mean, just natural, us talking about baseball, the sport we know the best, and just going over some of these offseason moves. So please check it out, guys. Do me a favor right now before we move on to the rest of these plays. Please click on this tweet. All right, we're putting the link in chat one more time. Go to Spotify or Apple Music and press the play button. It helps more than you guys know. Okay, we want to keep doing this shit for free. Okay, we're not going to sell picks. We're not going to Dub Club, all that bullshit. This helps. Okay, give us engagement, give us some support, and most importantly, check out the pod because it's fire. Okay, we killed. All right, go check it out. W's, and we'll do more of these upcoming before the season starts.
Yeah.
Dubs.
That we will.
All right. Love it. Let's go back to the Sharp report. We've got more winners to go over. Okay. Javon just went over the Flyers on the ice. I guess it's time for me to go over my nasty college basketball two-piece. Yeah, a little bit. It's pretty bozo-y. All right. It's a minus 160-ish. Okay. Look, guys, do I want to lay it with Colorado State on that spread, moving up from what? Minus 4.5 to minus 7.5? Sure, I do. But Blackshear's out. Okay. And yeah, Manoah's still working on his command. Holy smokes, he hit somebody in the head. Oh my God. That's scary.
My bad, man.
My goodness. I think Javon might have ruined Manoah's career. He might have ended it.
Yeah, people
Straight
are
up.
People are saying.
People are saying. Okay. Gosh, man, Manoah stinks. But back to business here, guys. Colorado State, look, they moved from minus 4.5 to minus 7.5 for good reason. Okay, Blackshear's probably not going to play. Apparently, he's hurt. I'm a Nevada guy. I'm a Blackshear guy. You guys all know that. Okay, I talk about him almost every time they play. All right. Blackshear not being in the lineup tonight is pivotal for Colorado State's success because that takes away a bruiser who can handle the ball. And when Nevada's in trouble in this game, somebody who can really do it all for this team, a Swiss Army knife, if you will, Blackshear is. Now this team is much more one-dimensional. Sure, they still have Jared Lucas. Sure, they still have Davidson. They still have some really good pieces, but they don't have their glue. They don't have the centerfold of their offense, their team, the guy to get them out of trouble who can really do a little bit of everything, okay? To beat a Colorado State team like this, with Isaiah Stevens at the helm, running the point, controlling the show, you need a guy like Blackshear involved. And the fact that he's not going to be there is pivotal to Colorado State's success today. I'm taking him on the ML because that is a large spread, and it's not really a Krabs play laying that 7.5 with Nevada and that Blackshear news. But I know Colorado State's going to win this game, and sure, they'll probably cover. But I'm going to get gross here, take what I know is hitting, and back the Rams on the ML tonight. Great Fugazi piece, great Bozo piece, cough, cough, Trent, and pair them with Arkansas. Arkansas stinks, okay? But Arkansas is starting to show some heart. Maybe Arkansas will win the SEC tournament. I don't know. It can't get worse for the Razorbacks. They have so much talent on that team, and whether Musbus is leaving or not, these guys still have something to prove this season, and they're not giving up yet. Okay, 2 great wins in their last 2 games. Texas A&M win was a big-time one, outright as plus 12.5-point dogs, and then they go and put up an 88-piece against Mizzou. I like the way this Arkansas team is trending. Vanderbilt stinks. They're coming off a cover, though, against Florida, so I'm willing to fade them in this spot on the roads. Vanderbilt is atrocious. Arkansas is winning that game. Colorado State is not losing to Nevada without Blackshear. Sometimes, guys, it really is that simple, and you can square up for Kitch and take these angles in CVB. I'm doing it tonight with this 2-piece Bozo pack, minus 160.
Sure. I'm kind of in on that. Kind of in. I need both those teams. But.
Hey, Stony picks, man. If you don't want to take it, don't take it, brother. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. All right? Javon, take me to the association. What are we liking about the Pelicans tonight, bro? Tell me.
Yeah, so the Pels are laying 3, maybe 3.5 some places now on the road against the Knicks. A little bit of a back-to-back tax, but I think that line is still pretty telling. And I'll say this, aside from like the actual cap of the game, did you see how that game ended last night between the Pistons and the Knicks?
Mm-mm.
That was
Actually, I
one of
did see that on fucking ESPN last night. That was
yeah,
nuts.
that was one of the most
I did see that.
egregious no foul calls I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
To end that game. So just from like a kind of joking but not perspective, I think they come back in this game and the basketball gods get them a little bit for that. But from the Pelican side of things, the one thing that's always a concern about the Pelicans is their perimeter defense. So like you can say Dante DiVincenzo is probably going to have a field day. Jalen Brunson from the perimeter at the very least is going to have a field day. But I trust the Pelicans on the interior, and this is definitely one where there could be some injury concerns kind of rise up. It always is a story with the Pelicans. You got Zion and McCollum always questionable for that team. But the fact they're laying this many on the road is a little more than just a back-to-back tax in my eyes. I think it's going to be because the Knicks are going to struggle to find a lot inside. And a lot of these games were like, yes, sure, Jalen Brunson is, able to do whatever he wants in the perimeter, but he loves to slash too. And I haven't seen the Knicks win games yet where that's been, an area where they're really going to struggle. And I think that's kind of the case in this game. So I think that line is really, really telling for a Pelicans team is coming off back-to-back losses to a shorthanded Heat team and the Bulls, 2 performances that don't really inspire many. So they're laying points in the Garden. I think it's for a reason. Give me the Pels.
Looks like Zion and CJ McCollum are both game time decisions. They are questionable. The GOAT, Jose Alvarado, also still out. Okay, I want to note that.
That's the crucial piece.
That is the crucial piece. They're losing tonight. Yep.
Yeah.
Thoughts on, and also Jalen Brunson is questionable as well. Would not be surprised if he doesn't play tonight. He's got some neck spasms going on, and he just played last night. So
yeah, I mean, if he doesn't play, I don't like buying bad news in the NBA. Obviously, it's long term losing, like AKA the Miami Heat last night. If you fade bad news or buy bad news against the Miami Heat, ratchet better. But in this situation, I think I would be fine doing it, even if that's the case. I'm kind of interested to see what the line would move to if he is officially out. But yeah, that's news I would buy. But I laid the 3 already. Don't really care.
Okay. W's. Let's move. Let's groove. A lot of talk about where is it? Steph Curry going off tonight in Capital One Arena. We will talk about that in a moment. Okay, let's power through this sharp report, though. We still got about 20 minutes, and we still got winners to talk about. All right. Sean Padola, more than 1.5 3-pointers made. Already talked about it, already covered it, but let's show it to you one more time. Syracuse ranks 230th in the country at defending the three-pointer, and that's just 3-point percentage, not even looking at, the quantity of threes. And they have given up not only a lot of made threes, Javon, but just so many opportunities, so many shots. This defense stinks. Their perimeter defense is even worse. Syracuse, frauds. But at home, they've been a wagon this season. The Hokies and Sean Padola know it's now or never. They have to win out for even a sliver of hope to be in auto bids. They have 4 games left. If they don't win the next 4, the season's over. They're going to win the fucking ACC tournament. And Sean Padola has been one of the guys holding this team back. Okay? But Sean Padola has an opportunity to make it right tonight on the roads, where he's been shooting a lot better, if I may add. Okay? Sean Padola coming off of a slump the last, 2-3 weeks. He gets right tonight against one of the worst perimeter defenses, not only in the ACC, but in the Power 5. Syracuse loses outright. Padola carries this offense and tweaks for 30 points and at least 3 threes.
Yeah, I am definitely obligated to bring it up too. On the other side of this, do you know who's going to be guarding Chris Bell for the Hokies?
What position is he at?
I mean, what is he, like a 3 or 4, depending on where exactly they put him?
If he's a 3 or 4, it's going to be, it's either Robbie Barron or, oh God, I hope it's not Robbie Barron. It's either Robbie Barron or, maybe Couture, straight up. If they're doing that lineup with MJ Collins running the point, like they've been doing a lot recently.
Because if it is Couture, I think that's probably a guy that you want to be interested in, because Alan just said the same thing. It's a dude he's 12 for 15 from 3 in the last 2 games. He's been on absolute fire. And if they have one of the premier defenders in that entire conference guarding him, that is a prime sell high spot on Chris Bell stock.
Yeah, I mean, if Couture's covering him, I am more than down to fade him. Are you kidding me? I'm trying to see and look at the rest of these guys' heights and shit like that. I mean, he's 6'7".
Yeah, he's definitely got some height. Not a
Doesn't
couple.
mean that Couture's not going to be covering him, but I also would not be surprised if they
That's
put
the case.
Couture on, Judah Mintz.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
wouldn't
where
be surprised for that either.
I'm-
Even if it's like Robbie Barron, though, like I don't know that I hate that necessarily.
There we go. There we go. Come on. He's not going out for a third inning.
Another
Give me a
three. Okay.
break. No chance. He's about to walk someone right now, too. He stinks. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's sketchy. I really don't think, gun to my head, if I had to say if Couture was going to guard Chris Bell, I'd say no. I think he's going to probably guard Judah Mintz. I'll be
Fair.
honest with you.
Fair.
But sure, I mean, if you trust Robbie Barron and those quick feet to can't even joke about him, man. He's got cement fucking feet. God damn.
He doesn't need quick. It's not like Chris Bell is going to take him off the dribble. Like, I mean, he's been spot up king. It's like that's what he's going to have to do in this game.
Problem is Robbie Barron and these forwards like Nickel when he's in as well. They've been helping so much on the interior when these guys are driving addition that I don't know if it's a great angle. And Robbie Barron probably isn't the quickest guy to get from the paint to the fucking corner.
True.
I don't know. Little sketch.
Fair.
Little sketch. Let's stick to what we know. Okay, let's stick to what we know and take our guy Padula to bang 2 threes. All right. Javon, tell me about Draymond Green. Why is he going to turn into prime Shaq tonight?
Well, first of all, we know how soft the Wizards are inside, which this is the big Wizards, maybe a pool party revenge game, whatever it may be. But I love Marvin Bagley, but he's just not physical. The only reason he's, prize picks gob is because he's the only big that the Wizards have and really play. So Draymond gets a really good matchup here with a team that's very soft on the interior. So the rebounding, I think, is going to be there. And the the Wizards also, I don't see how they're going to stop really a lot of the action that the Warriors are going to run. Obviously, Steph is going to tweak the points, take that for him, whatever you want. But honestly, I think Brandon Podziemski is in a pretty good spot too. And he's been the recipient of a lot of this action that kind of revolves around Draymond, a big reason for the move of Pods to the starting lineup and Clay to the bench was not just because Clay was playing like absolute rat shit. He was playing timid and not shooting the ball well, but Podziemski just generally fits the system and that starting lineup a little better, I guess, for the long term than Clay really did. And we're kind of seeing that start to play out, him and Kuminga, the way that they're playing. And against, the Wizards here, I think plenty of that slashing action and even, open threes on the perimeter is open. And that's perfect for exactly what Draymond's been doing assist-wise. And they had that fully read up assist square up for Draymond on Prize Picks. I don't know if it's still there because a lot's been bumped, but that's primarily what I'm targeting. But I also think the
Also
rebound.
got bumped.
Yeah, I mean the rebounds and assists got bumped to 13.5. I don't think it's going to matter. I think Draymond is on triple-double watch today. Like I said, I keep saying Pelicans. Wizards soft in the interior, so the rebound's going to be there. And look at the assist square. It was at 5.5, fully read out. And what do you know? It gets bumped up too. So I think we're going to see Draymond get involved in every single aspect of this game. Might be a little aggressive too. I don't feel confident enough to go with the points, which is why I kind of singled it out. But he definitely doesn't like Jordan Poole either. So he's in the
Yeah, I was going to say, cut the shit, man. Let's talk about the narrative, right?
Yeah.
First time he's playing against Jordan Poole, who he punched in the fucking face. You're telling me Draymond Green's not going to go off and turn into Shaq in the paint? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You're telling me he's not going to turn into Steve Nash with these passes, finding his guys wide open? Also, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, Javon, because I was going to pair this with Sean Padula and make it a two-piece. Why not just throw in Steph Curry more than 29.5 points and go about our fucking day? Because there is no way that Steph Curry, coming off of 2 Moose games, doesn't put up a 30-burg in Cap 1 tonight against maybe the worst NBA team in the history of the sport. There's no fucking way. Javon, system. What does the system say? The system says that you take the best player against the Wizards every night and you walk to the cash counter, they give you your money, and you go home and you sleep like a fucking baby. The system does not fail. Every time we've taken a system play, it is fucking hit. And it's going to hit again tonight with Steph Curry tweaking. And we're going to torque 2-run double, I bet.
Yeah,
Off of Manoa. Sure.
Out of game.
Man, I want to take freaking Steph Curry points in this game tonight.
Yeah. I don't disagree. I just got to say, not that I can talk you off of Curry, and I really don't want to, but I think Podziemski also tweaks in this game. I think this is such a Pods game, which is really good for Draymond because he facilitates a lot of that action. But yeah, I mean, I can't talk you off anything.
I mean, there might end up being 100 or 300 points in this game.
Could be. You just gotta hope the Wizards don't get blown out too early.
Well, the spread is at 10.5, which gives me a little bit of hope.
Yeah, it is a little short. I kind of thought on first look.
A little bit of hope, right? I mean, they're going to be extra motivated, right? No Jordan Poole squares up yet, Javon, but this is a really good segue into talking about JP. And would love to see if anybody knows or sees his, points prop on the books. Let us know what he's at right now. I'm very curious because Jordan Poole, Javon, playing against his old team tonight.
Yeah, I don't see any.
It's been low-key on fire.
I don't see any Wizards listings that are not Kyle Kuzma anywhere.
Yeah, I think because they're still trying to figure out who's playing tonight because everybody's hurt.
Still not on the board.
Yeah.
Everybody's hurt, so they're going to figure it out, but he 100% will be up there eventually. Guys, listen, okay, we talked about Jordan Poole yesterday or 2 days ago and his terrible inbounds passes and how he's got to fucking figure it out and grow up and remember how to play basketball again. That's all true, okay? But he might have heard those terms, Javon, because since the All-Star break in these 3 games, coming off the bench, if I may add, a little bit of Lou Will vibes, okay? Maybe he just isn't a starter. Maybe he just needs to come off the bench like he was in Golden State, and that's where he's comfortable. But in his last 3 games since the All-Star break, coming off the bench, he's dropped 18, 21, and 31 against the Cavaliers in that last game, getting better and better every single game, getting comfortable, banging threes. He went 6 for 13 from deep in that game against the Cavs. I'll tell you what, Jordan Poole is going to be jacking shots tonight. That I know. Jordan Poole, if they put up a fucking 3 points attempted today on Prize Picks, I'm putting $1,000 on it because that's already turned green. Jordan Poole is jacking tonight. If there's one thing I know about this kid, it's that he might not be good, but the guy in big spots and big moments playing against his old team, he is the first player that comes to mind when I think who's jacking shots tonight for the Wizards. Number 1. And the guys around him, you think they want to step up and play well and take a bunch of shots against Golden State and Draymond in this team? Are you fucking kidding me? They're all about to go crawl into their little turtle shells and hide and let Jordan Poole take all the fucking shots tonight.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's going to do.
100%.
I'll take that with you when it gets put up, if it gets put up.
Have to take it. All right? Jordan Poole's scared of Draymond out. Yeah, no, he might be scared. He might not go into the a lot.
Doesn't play, that would be the softest thing of all time.
No, he'll play. He'll play. But he probably won't go into paint or go anywhere near Draymond Green, which to me sounds like he's going to be shooting a lot of threes, probably a lot of deep ones, almost at half court, probably ones that aren't going in. I don't know.
Just bad
but
shot.
He's taking fucking shots. I know that for a fact. This is not the first time he's playing against the Warriors. I don't know. I feel like it is.
No, I think he played them the first time and he went off. Could be mistaken. I'm pretty sure he went stupid the first time he played, though.
Let's look, folks. Looks like they did play December 22nd at Golden State. Sure. The Wizards in that game put up 118. They pushed on the spreads. And it looks like Jordan Poole dropped 23 points.
Shot 21 shots, 12 threes.
12 threes, by far the most active guy on the offense. Jacking shots left and right. He's going to do it again.
Yeah.
He's going to do it again. Dre didn't play that game. Interesting.
Yeah, he's going to be even more motivated to go with Draymond on the court now, too. So that only helps.
He doesn't like him. Extra motivation, right? That should matter. It doesn't. But it matters with him playing against the Warriors and Draymond, a guy he fucking hates, and he's going to want to jack shots left and right.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Please put up the fucking threes attempted. Please, 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 please put that shit up tonight.
Potentially be easiest square of the year.
It could be. All right. I'm going to take a 2-piece right now with Padula more than 1.5 threes and Draymond Green more than 13.5 rebounds and assists. We will circle back to this once they put up the rest of the Wizard squares. I would love to craft up an SGP with you later, but we got plenty of time for that.
Might have to.
Okay. Dubs. All right. I just placed the Padula and Draymond Green 2-piece chats. These 2 pieces have been doing me pretty well in my Prize Picks balance recently. So I'm going to keep firing them off with our 2 favorite Prize Picks square of the day. All right. Awesome. Chat, we will post this sharp report on Twitter. Okay. Right after BTL. You don't got to write them down. You can take a little screenshot if you want, but we got you. We'll tweet these out off the Book of BTL account. Okay. For now, I think we move and groove. Maybe we get the squad ride going. Maybe we push the pod here a little bit. We could talk about Austin Matthews' assists. I feel like that's the one thing we haven't really covered yet today.
Dude,
Segue into the ice.
talk about
Javon,
that's actually the most hilarious narrative square I think we have on the board.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Right? We got Austin Matthews, who, I mean, they've even been talking about it on ESPN as my light goes out. Sure. They've been talking about this on ESPN, Javon. Austin Matthews, he hasn't been scoring goals, right? Everyone knows that. But the guy has been an assist maestro. And they've been talking about that more.
That's McDavid. That's McDavid.
Oh, that's McDavid's. Okay,
Matthews.
you're talking about,
Matthews been scoring a goal every single game.
and now they're putting the assist square up, huh?
And this is the first time I think in maybe this entire calendar year that he's been plus money to score a goal, which is crazy.
Huh. He's plus money to score a goal, and they put his assist square up on the Prize Picks board.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't know. Even against VGK last time, you can't even really say it's a matchup thing because he was like minus 110, pretty even money or even odds both ways to score a goal. So that assist score being up is pretty funny.
Huh. Are you taking that more then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take it, but I'm not taking it for any reason other than it's just a hilarious narrative square, meme square after we were praying that he didn't do this the first time. Or that he did do this the first time. But, I mean, I like VGK in that game. Quick puck segue. I don't know if I'm going to end up taking it, but the Leafs have been dominant. Matthews have been dominant. They're coming home after a dominant little road trip against the team they just beat the shit out of pretty easily. Perfect Leafs just drop-off spot where everything kind of falls apart for a game. So, VGK, Aiden Hill saves, masterclass. That's the only way they're going to win the game.
Okay. Did McDavid score, Chaka? Kobe coming in with the chirps.
Did not, but he had 2 assists.
Yeah, crazy. They have anything up for him today? Are they playing today?
No, they're not playing.
Okay, sure. Any other plays on the ice you want to let the people know about before we pivot to the squad rides?
Well, I do have to say this real quickly. I'm interested to see where this line ends up settling, but I am absolutely shocked. Probably one of the weirdest lines I think I've seen in a while, in my opinion. The Kings, they opened up as a favorite. Now they're like just minus 105 on the road against the Flames, which I thought is crazy coming off a back-to-back with Cam Talbot, who he's won 2 starts in a row. Before that, you want to know how many starts he lost in a row, Krabs?
10.
Close, 11.
Ooh.
11 starts in a row he won, so I mean, or lost. So 11 of his last 13 starts he's lost. He's been terrible, and they're off a back-to-back on the road in Calgary, who's been playing really well. Jacob Markstrom has been playing at Vezina level. So to see them open up as a favorite on the road seems very, I don't know, Caps-ish from yesterday too. I guess I made that comparison to a couple of games, but really surprised to see them open as a favorite and really still sitting around to pick them in that game for as well as the Flames are starting to play, especially defensively. You would think, how the hell did the Kings score on Markstrom with as well as he's been playing? That's weird to me. That screams kind of similar, I guess. That's what you could liken it to a little more, the Devils when they're a pick 'em against them on the road when the Devils were playing a little better. So, yeah, I was shocked. This is the same team that was, I don't know, minus 130 against the Sabres on the road, and now it's only a 20-cent difference when they go to play the Flames, which is crazy. That was with Rittich, not Talbot, and that has been god-awful. And yeah,
That girls, bro, shut up, man.
Yeah, they're playing without Kempe, which is crazy. I mean, this line should probably be, I was expecting like minus 160. Like, why that's a pick 'em, I have absolutely no clue.
Okay, so Kings are nothing there?
Yeah, it's going to have to be. I mean, I hate the Kings, hate playing them on a back-to-back on the road, but that line is one of the weirdest ones I've seen in a while.
Zach Davies no-hitter. I bet, Brock. I fucking bet, brother. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Is James Wood doing anything, Kobe? Let me know. Sale 4Ks through 2 perfect innings, hitting 97. It was always him.
Look at Sale, man. Look at Sale.
God damn it. It was always the freaking 2-piece with Sale piece.
Always was. What do we have?
Are you using
Murphy? Yeah.
I still like that Murphy. We'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you there.
All right. Single and a walk. Okay, good. He's like that. He's also good at defense. People forget. Okay. Dubs didn't get a single board in the second half. It is what it is, Fat Girls. Can we lock in there, brother? We got a squad ride to craft up. All right, Goots? Run that damn shit. I want to see that train roll by. Could have taken Nats ML today. Missed out on a potential opportunity, but Javon, that's okay. We got to find another way to bring the coins home and keep the squad ride flowing. Okay, we had a nice little bounce back yesterday with a squad ride freebie. Okay, great play with Baylor last night. Let's find and craft up POD for today that's just as easy to catch. Huh? Why not us?
Why not?
Let's fucking run it, boys. What do you guys like in chat? Let me know. Hurry up. Go, go, go. Drop your favorite play of the day right now. Hurry up. All right, I want to see them. PODs, drop them in chat. All right, if you're on the YouTubes, come over to the Twitch. Okay, we're going to get the vote and the poll up here soon so you can get involved. Okay, you can vote in the Twitch chat. If you like watching on YouTubes, that is okay. But for these squad rides, please come on over to the Twitch. All right, let's fucking lock in. Javon, what plays are mandatory today for the squad rides on your end?
I mean, I
I
really,
don't know how confident you are with the NBA and the hockey play compared to the college, but let me know.
yeah, I was going to say college confidence way higher. I really like Texas and Notre Dame.
Let's put them in.
Let's
That's
put 'em
music to my ears, Javon. Can I get some spread checks? Texas?
3.5, 6.5.
Okay.
Haven't moved.
Good. Unshockingly, I mean, I only really have CBV up as well, so I guess we're sticking with that too. Mississippi State, -3.5.
Of course.
Yeah, feeling good about that?
Yep.
Okay. Let me see what those lines are at right now. I want to see if we're at 3.5. Are we at 4.5?
Still seeing 3.5s.
Still seeing a lot of 3.5s. So am I.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Let's go ahead and lock them in. Mississippi State, -3.5. Sure. I'm also really liking BYU. Would love to put BYU in this puppy. What are your thoughts there?
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. They're not going to pick it anyways.
Yeah.
BYU, I think BYU might have moved to +7.5.
I'm seeing 7.
now.
Yeah, they're 7th and 7.5 on board.
All right, we'll go BYU +7. One more play, Javon. Anything from the NBA or the ice that you want to put in? I like the Pelicans sell job. I'm a little bit worried with a lot of those guys still, game time decisions are questionable.
That one's probably a wait. That's not squad red level because of the personnel situations, but
Flyers ML?
I would love to put the Flyers in there.
Yeah, I think I'm good with Flyers ML too. Let me take a sneak peek here real quick. Philly ML plus Chick. Sure. Love it. Let's lock that puppy in. Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. All right. Lock in your favorite play of the day. Click the right button. All right. Not the most exciting play, but your favorite play that's hitting. Okay. Trust your gut. Click the right button. As I always say, chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. You have 1.5 minutes to lock in this vote. Hurry the fuck up. Go, go, go. We got the search stream starting up here soon. Okay. 5 plays, 5 winners, chat. Hurry up. Get your votes in. Go, 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 go. Texas +3.5. Notre Dame +6.5. Mississippi State -3.5. BYU and the Cougs +7. Sure. And Philly ML on the ice. Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. Leaning heavily into the college basketball slate today with a little sprinkle of hockey as well to take the edge off. All right. 5 plays, 5 winners. Get those votes in ASAP. All right. I want to see 100 votes for the winning pick. No excuses. We have 700 people in here. Okay. Let's see.
Needed.
Right. What do we got winning right now? Texas. Wow.
This.
Interesting. That surprises me a little bit. That's okay, though. Looks like
Yeah.
chat wants a Javon POD today after we cashed yesterday on Baylor's. Love that. Let's
Big
take our
12
turns here.
Hey.
Yeah. Notre Dame got way more votes than I thought. Nobody wants BYU. That's a great sign for the Cougs. Chat, get those votes in. You got less than a minute.
Thought Miss State was going to get some crazy love.
So did I, man. Confused. Hey, we can't judge, okay? Because chat has gotten us to this point right now. 203, 136, and 6 all time. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. 203, 136, and 6 all time. That is bonkers. That's insane. And Javon, for this year, in 2024, the squad rides are 26, 11, and 2. That is absurd. Who else is doing this? Nobody. Nobody, chats. Texas ML. Sorry, Texas +3.5. Squad rides. The Nats are up 7-0. Today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a good day.
That's the key.
All right? Let's go. W's. All right, Texas plus 3.5 for the squad ride. Chat, please stick around for the surge stream starting up right now. We got a Sam Oliver sub bang as well. W vibes. We appreciate you guys. Let's keep moving and grooving. Let's keep cashing squad rides. We'll meet you guys at the cash counter, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing. Peace.